Hi, my name is Sunday. In this video, I'll be talking about host of residence. What does it mean? Everyone got to know about this. So for those ones that are living in Italy, or you have lived here in Italy before, you have residence here in Italy, or those ones that have applied for Italian citizenship, or are about getting prepared to apply for Italian citizenship, you got to listen to this video. To those ones that are moving from one city to the other, that are changing their residence from one comune to the other, from one municipality to the other, from one street to the other, you got to listen to this video. Host of residence. Those ones who have made mistake about it, majority of them, they are unable to apply for Italian citizenship. And some of them that have even applied has made their Italian citizenship to be denied or to be cancelled. So that is it. Now let's get started. So now let's look at what exactly is the cause of the hold in residence. What is causing the holds in residence, in some people's residence? Change of residence. Many people, they change from one city to the other, or from one municipality to the other, from one commune to the other, even from one address to the other. Majority of them, when they change, they don't communicate to the other commune that they are changed. So this causes holes in residence. You might be thinking you've just changed, they will know automatically. They will never know automatically. You got to go to the same commune or the other commune that you have changed to inform them that you have come to this commune, for them to register you in their office or in that commune. Then your residence will carry on, will continue. If not, they call it holes, or you can also call it gap, residence gap. So that is what they also call it, residence gap. So this thing causes residence gap. And when there's residence gap in your stay in Italy, it will affect your 10 years in Italy. There are some people, they have lived 8 years, 7 years, 9 years, 10 years. At the end of the 10 years, just 6 months or 1 year gap in their residence make them unable to apply for Italian citizenship. So you got to know that. It says, why is it of such fundamental importance to communicate changes of residence to the registry office of the municipality? Every time you change domicile, every time you change your address, it is important. So let's look at it. It says, because this avoids a phenomenon that can jeopardize the request for citizenship, namely the interruption in residence. So that is the reason you got to quickly communicate to another commune that you just gone into, tell them that you have changed your residence. If not, it will cause interruption, or it will cause gap, or it will create holes in your residence. It says, in fact, if the movement is not communicated, there is a risk of being cancelled by the resident population in a certain municipality, in communes, and thus, in essence, it disappears from the registers and the residence gap occurs. So that is it. Because if you did not communicate, tell the other commune that you have moved into that commune, you might be thinking, maybe some people, they are thinking that the Carta Identità they gave to them, that their residence, they wrote expiring 10 years. So many is going to expire in 10 years. Who told you that? The moment you leave your municipality, your commune, that paper or that Carta Identità is just ordinary paper in your hand. If they cancel it, you did not go and communicate to them that you have left such and such city, that you are not in this city. That's one you are carrying. Many people are carrying that Carta Identità, saying, it's still 10 years, it's still valid for 10 years. I have 10 years Carta Identità. Who told you? It expires. So that is it. They only wrote 10 years on it. But when you are not in that municipality, in that commune any longer, you are only carrying paper along, written ordinary 10 years on top. So that is it. It says, gaps occurs. That is a period of time during which, for the purpose of applying for citizenship, the foreign citizens is not listed anywhere. It's not listed anywhere, and therefore cannot be considered resident in the national territory. So that is it. If a gap occurs, automatically to them, you are not present in Italy. That's to them. So if you want to apply for Italian citizenship, they will say in so and so period you were not in Italy. Because of that, your 10 years is not complete. So that is the thing. That is what you need to do. If you are moving from one city to the other, don't wait. Within the space of time, you must make sure you communicate to the other commune. Quickly go and do another residence for it to continue counting. If not, you are going to create a gap or holes in your residence to affect you when you want to apply for Italian citizenship. It says, it is intuitive that on the basis of this, it is natural that on the basis of this, or it is understood that on the basis of this, the 10 years of continuous residence in Italy can be considered interrupted. So it's going to be a natural thing. It's going to be understood to them that on the basis of what just happened, the 10 years of your continuous stay in Italy has been interrupted, and therefore citizenship can be refused, and it may be necessary to start all over. Counting another 10 years again. Some people, they were up to 8 years. Before you know it, just 1 year gap makes it to start all over again. They have all the necessary documents. Just maybe they just changed their apartment or they changed their commune. They forgot about it for 1 year. Before they go and do another one, things had passed along. Years had gone. So because of that, the person or the people were unable to apply for Italian citizenship. Even while some even applied, they even called and told them that your residence, there have been gap in your residence. Now, to those ones that have made errors already, they are finding out that there have been holes or gaps in their residence. Their residence have been interrupted. Some of them are about to apply for Italian citizenship, and now they are looking at the errors that they have made. Or some of them have applied already. Maybe they've just notified them that your residence, there will be errors or there will be gap in your residence. Your residence will be interrupted. In another subsequent video I'll be making, so you can also listen to it. In that video, I'll be talking about what you need to do if there have been an error, gaps or holes in your residence, and it has affected your citizenship application you have made already, or you are about to apply, so you don't know what to do about it. In that video, I'll be telling you what you need to do on how to resolve it. If actually you have been residing here in it and you have proofs, if you have proofs that you can prove that even though there have been holes, even though there have been gaps, even though there have been interruption, if there is a solid proof that you can prove, for instance, throughout those periods, you were still working painters in Italy, there's a way out for those people. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.